I went to the tool shop to borrow a table. The owner said, if we need anything for the young master, just ask for it. I'm grateful. When I was a kid, I borrowed stuff from there and got in big trouble. Borrowed? What did you take? A toy boat? I think that's what it was. I put fireworks in it and left it to float on the cathedral's lake. I always used to play Navy. I'm not sure, but I think I pretended the lake was the open sea, and I was a fleet commander. Anyway, forget those old stories. We should get started. Not sure why we had to commandeer the town hall to do this. First, Gebler is the big problem. Yes, Ramses is headed towards achieving his goals. That he is now the commander of Gebler is proof of that. A normal man could not progress so quickly through the country's organization, and now he's presently located here in Ignis. Frankly, the situation is not very favorable. We need to somehow find a weak spot and attack it with all our might. First, let's just concentrate on Shakan. Once he's out of the way, Ave is safe again, and we can think about how to deal with Gebler. With our present strength, we should be able to hold off the Royal Guard forces. The problem is how to deal with Gebler in the meantime. They'll most likely move at Shakan's request. They're not just going to sit by and watch quietly. May I have a look there, please? In short, we want Gebler to leave for a while. At least until we're able to take back the royal capital, Gilded. Look at this. These are the Gebler units currently in Ave, correct? The Western Guards. The Royal Capital Defense Force. And units along the front line at the border with Kislev. There are 3 main groups. Each is made up of a mix of Gebler and Ave forces. Only 2 of these are very large. The Royal Capital's defense units and the Kislev border units. The Western Guard along Nisan's border are very little more than a surveillance team. In order to recapture the Royal Capital, it will be necessary to draw these defense units away from Gilded. We have some Kislev-made gears, correct? Yeah, we captured some earlier. What if we use those gears to make a raid on the Western Guards? Here at the border with Nisan. I see. We'll draw them out by making it look like Kislev has invaded Ave. But the problem is, will attacking the border guards be enough to set the center in motion? To be sure, then Nisan will just have to appear to align with Kislev. If they see it that way, they will certainly make a move. You're saying that you intend to use Nisan as bait? Doc? Shakan is very sensitive to Nisan and Kislev's actions. If Nisan starts moving, he will probably leave it up to Gebler, but... Of course, I do not wish to do that from the beginning. But looking at the situation, we have to be willing to go that far. First, we infiltrate into the capital. To take out Shakan, we'll have to meet up with our agents already in the city. We are forgetting one thing. The frontline units along Kislev's border. main strength of Ave's fleet is the battleship Kafenzel. It's been in service since the reign of the last king. Because of its firepower, the whole unit is nicknamed the Invincible Fleet. I recall yesterday's intelligence report said the ship is near the border. Damn, that puts everything in jeopardy. Do not feel so down. I simply wanted you to see the current distribution of force in the area. Even if the worst case they do come, it will not be such a great problem. What do you mean? I have some additional information about Ave's border fleet. The former Ave Supreme Commander was transferred there. Not really transferred, more like demoted. His name is Vandercom. Vandercom? You don't mean the Vandercom that was in Jugend. The very same. Young one, he has not been able to adapt to the change in tactics, particularly following in the introduction of gears. He's a man who will never stray from his dependence on large naval guns. You mean he's stubborn? He's all size and no real military power, an excellent target for pirates. Young Master, this is not going to be an act of piracy. Just kidding. Actually, the number of gears assigned to the fleet seems to have been reduced. Even with that, how gallant of him to be so self-righteous. Is he that much of a musclehead? It'll be fun taunting him. Young Master. I know. Anyway, Saitan, do you think he can strike our gear forces? It's not a problem. Even with Vandercom, we have enough forces left to pull off the feint. However, it would not be wise to underestimate our opponents. Well now that we know what we're up against, here's what we'll do. Apart from our main unit heading to Bledavik, we'll keep the fleet at the Kislev border. We must keep the fleet at the Kislev border from returning to the capital. So you're insisting we have another unit. A few effective soldiers to hold the enemy at bay. A small force is best. A small force? What if Faye leads a group of gears there? Me? Hold on now. There's no reason to involve you all in this. I'll do it. Yes, let me do it. When do we leave? Are you sure? We've come this far? And we're friends to the end now. Speed is everything. We should do this as soon as possible. Alright, tomorrow. I'm truly grateful. Faye, Saitan. There's no way we can lose. No one will die in vain. Well put, young master. No way we'll lose. Sure. Okay. So we're going to be in charge of dealing with the border, right? Good morning. What's with the long face? Not feeling well? Or are you feeling sad about saying goodbye? Or maybe you're just nervous. Shut up, stupid. Don't bug me. Well, it's almost time. Yeah. Is everyone ready to go? I'll be waiting here, so let me know when you're through preparing. Are you ready? Yep. Alright, here we go, guys. Our comrades in Nisan will hit the Western Guard in Kislev uniforms as planned. We'll wait for the right moment and then head for the palace in the Yggdrasil. Go for it. Oh, got it. But avoid any unnecessary deaths. This especially goes for the Ave troops and also the people from Gebler. Yes, we understand. I guess I'm gonna raise some hell in my volatile with then. We're counting on you. Next time we meet, I won't be able to call you Bart or Young Master. Maybe Your Majesty. Cut it out. Bart's fine. Great Mother of Nisan. Hey! You know I hate that title. Well, we're out of here. Okay, good luck. So I feel like we're gonna deal with Shakan first, right? And we're dealing with Gebler. We're getting a lot of stuff about Gebler. And like this whole time, Ethos is kind of just in the background. Like we're not really dealing with them at all. We have some stores. We've heard about them. But like they're very distant from what's actually going on in the story right now. I'm wondering if they're going to be a bigger problem late game than they are now. Like usually the enemies that you hear about a lot at the early game aren't the one that you have to worry about in the end, right? You just end up dealing with those ones. Marguerite and Bartholomew, seeing you two brings my hopes up. Long ago, before the Fatimas of Ave were called Fatima, the royal brothers and their wives oversaw many prosperous reigns or eras. I'm looking forward to the day when the great Mother of Nisan sect, you'll take your place on the throne as Bartholomew's wife. What? Hey, hold on. I hate talking about queens in romance. Bart and I are best friends. Marriage is the best friendship. Well, Marguerite, at the rate you're maturing into a beautiful woman, I don't think Bart will be able to ignore you much longer. Stop it! You're embarrassing me. Ah, they're gonna marry the two countries together, huh? Fair enough. At least Bart and her like each other. That's not a requirement for that kind of thing. Alright, Maitreya. Each squad of gears take off in order to from back here to avoid being picked up. Yeah, arranged marriage, especially for the royal family, completely normal. We'll meet at the Rockies by the border tomorrow at 1200. Got it? Okay. Time has finally come. I'm pumped. The warship is outdated. You're only going in a small unit. It's gonna be a tough fight, but you could change Ave's future. I'm counting on you. You know, those soldiers there kind of look like the Imperial uniform from Star Wars a little bit. We'll drag Vanderkam's tail around and around. Right, son? Don't call me son. You sure ain't my pops. Well, young master, we promised to make something out of this battle. Alright. Splitting the party again. Hey, it's odd for me to say this since I'm the one who got you involved. But be careful, okay? You too. If anything happens to me, take care of Margie and them for me. Don't jinx yourself. It's not like you. But I'll take care of them, don't worry. It looks like the barrel of a revolver there behind him, doesn't it? Oh, aren't you going to rest up a little? Oh, we're playing Titan now. Let's see where I'm going down here. Okay, well, could try the bridge, I guess. Oops. It was the door, wasn't it? Oh, maybe that was the right place to go, though. That works out. Why such a glum face? Mars, our first return to your castle in 12 years. I mean, technically he was just there. Returning to the castle. After we get the royal palace back, I guess I'm going to be the king. I'm not very suited for it, am I? You'll get used to it. Listen, Sig. Yes? I guess it doesn't matter who the king is, does it? As long as it's a symbol of hope, right? It doesn't have to be me. I was kidnapped by Solaris and brainwashed for use as a human guinea pig. But even they couldn't erase my desire to return home. And I remember that you and Marguerite, not as royalty of our country, but just as normal children. I don't care about rebuilding a dynasty. I want to regain this kingdom because it belongs to you. Because it's your home. Because it's my home. Yes. For that, we must take Shakan down tomorrow, am I correct? Right, then let's do it. But first, I think you need to take a bath. A bath? You don't look like a king at all. You're facing the enemy's leaders. You have to have a noble appearance. You just said it. It didn't matter whether I was a king or not. That is that. This is this. Oh, that someone was waiting for you. That one thought was all that it took for you to regain yourself. You are a great man, Sigurd. And this moon. That was a nice transition. Was that, Oh, yeah, okay. Is this Faye's dad? Or is it Dan's dad? Maybe Dan's really the boy. Dan's secretly the chosen one. Look at this person go. That Ramses dreaming about that? Huh. Oh, Graph. Graph is always in front of the moon on a giant pillar, right? That's his thing. Whoa, what is this gear? Dude was winning on foot. Now that he's in a gear, you just need to run. He's out of control. Stop him. I don't care how. Just stop him. That would give me nightmares too. This cannot be. Help? You trying to say help? I just survived that? What's wrong? You look like you've had the nightmare. Wasn't that same dream again, was it? No. It was nothing. Car. Keeping is not very becoming, you know. Graph. I saw the boy that you were after fight in the tournament. I could tell right away he resembles you greatly. You used the influence of the ministry to set you up with that man. I don't know what you're up to, but don't you dare think about plotting against me. You stay out of this. Oh, I see the news has already reached you. As usual, you're the first to hear about everything. But don't worry, I won't steal your prized possession. I'll cooperate. Besides, you and I go back a long way. Dude, there's so many, like, little things going on, man. Oh. What's up? No, for a moment, I thought I caught some unnatural sounds. We're near the capital. It's probably just some kind of ship out from there. But it's not from the surface. It's from under the sand. Under the sand? This is the only sand cruiser in all of Ave. We haven't heard anything about any ship, even from the spies at Ave Naval HQ. Franz, can you try again and confirm what it is? I can't catch it again. It could have been a sand whale. Young Master, I'm detecting an increase in the use of F-band. That's the Royal Capital's Defense Forces frequency. There, on the surface layer, I'm detecting sounds of anchors being weighed in and engines being activated. The Royal Capital's defense fleet must be departing. We also intercepted a transmission from the patrol at the border with Kislev. They're requesting immediate backup from the Royal Capital. It looks like we've really raised some hell at the border. Alright, we'll start. Ready the shuttle boats. When we land, hide the ship. Young Master, I have an awfully bad feeling about this. Do be very careful. It's alright, old Mason. What? This little girl's our commanding officer? She's said to be an elite from out of Jugend. She returned single-handedly from the Kislev infiltration operation. And empty-handedly. Here, no souvenir for the commander, huh? Yep, what a pretty face. She's not the soldier type. You there. Is that how you address a superior officer? Remember your rank. Oh, scary. We don't care much for rank, and we don't care much for rank either. But just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you have to be cocky. This jerk's just jealous. What? I'm much prettier. How can I be jealous? Shut the perv up. He gives me the creeps. And that's how it is, so don't get in our way, Miss Lieutenant. So she took over that group, huh? Ooh, is that her gear? Anyways, let's just get this thing moving. Can't tell what it can do just by looking at it. What kind of machine is this? I've never seen it before. It's a new model gear called Virge. Only for officers' use. It's said that people with normal mental power can't operate it. So she's still a Jugan regardless of having no ability. This looks like fun. Let's see what she can do. Of course hers is pink, right? Alright, gonna catch up with Faye at the border. Head for the mountain peak. There's no time to waste. Deploy. There's a little time to waste. Look for chests. Oh, wait. No. They're in the battles, right? Oh, look at this guy. Nomad fix bot. He's trying to fix me? That's nice of him. I feel bad now. Not seeing anything around here. Oh, one of these again. Level up. Hey, more eyeballs. Good stuff. Can't turn the camera anymore this way. Aha! Hey, another magnetic coat. Sweet. That paid off. Oh, I give that to someone else, actually. Put a third one on. Once it goes up to like 60 response, that just seems kind of overkill at this point. But like, it doesn't like we lose really much of anything, huh? Increases response and defense, but putting this on doesn't lower defense. Okay.